Hello my friends, welcome back to Craft Hoarder here on YouTube, our crafting channel where we talk about all things crafty. The current obsession is, yes, still diamond painting. This time we are doing an unboxing of a Diamond Art Club piece, and the artist of this one is Chuck Pinson. So this will be my first Chuck Pinson, and I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like. So let's dive in, take a look, and get this unboxed so you guys can see it too. So we'll start by taking off the plastic. I have zero fingernails, so yeah, sometimes I use my teeth. I know, it's terrible, right? But that's okay. Whoever gets it open. Okay, get that yuck out of the way. And let's dive right in. So the outside of the box, the square shape here, lets you know that it is a square kit. On the round ones you'll see a circle instead of the square, and I have one that we're going to do here shortly, so you'll get to see that as well. The name of this piece is Almost Heaven. They put their artist work here. The rest of the box is covered by their branding and directions. There's nowhere else that has the artist's work on it. So that is one thing that I would find really awesome if they could change, would be to add some like more artwork on the outside of the packaging, just to make it easier for those of us that have to stack and store in a jigsaw manner in our closets. But you know, that's the way it is. This little QR code here will save you 10% off of your next order. I think it also puts you into the VIP Facebook group, but I'm not sure on that. I know there's something inside that will, though. So let's dive in. I save all of my boxes, so I'm a little bit careful with them. So this is the toolkit. And Diamond Art Club does include some of these logbook stickers that have the artist's work on them, so you could take this and put it on the outside of the box if you wanted to, but I like to save them for my actual pieces. Of course, there is multiple, so this canvas is huge. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the size of this canvas is 93 centimeters by 70 centimeters, which is 36.6 inches by 27.6 inches. That's huge. No idea where I'm going to put this when it's done, but it's going to be beautiful, so I'll find a space for it anyway. Diamond Art Club, they do the box, and then all of their stuff is always sent in this nice little dust cover bag, which again, I kind of like to keep everything in its original packaging, so try to be a little more careful with those so that they don't get ruined. I mean, they're thick, but they're not super thick, so try not to ruin those. Okay, so our canvas, we're going to set that off to the side. There's our thank you, inventory sheet, drills, and logged photo. So let's start with this awesome little toolkit here. Always a fun little surprise in these. You never really know what you're gonna get for sure. Okay, so make sure I'm not missing anything out of there. Okay, so our pen. So Diamond Art Club, they give you baggies, which is really awesome if you like to kit up into baggies or for extra long-term storage. And they're the thicker ones, so they're a little bit more durable than like my Temu kits bags, or you know, Amazon bags, or So they are a little bit on the thicker side. They're kind of comparable to Oraloa, actually. Or Oraloa is comparable to them, whichever. They also give you these cute little cover minders. Now, these are different in every kit. I guess it's kind of a thing to collect them. Me, I just use them all. So, cover minder, you've got your magnet on the back. You put one side on the top of the plastic and then go behind the canvas and put the other side down, and it holds the plastic out of the way. This is a super cute one that I don't have, so that's an exciting addition to my collection. Are those tulips or roses? I think they're supposed to be roses. I'm not sure. They're cute though. I like them. Then you get your pen, which is your standard pen, and a squishy. And these ones happen to color coordinate. Now, they don't always, but, you know, I think they're getting better at that. They also include a couple of multi-placers. This is a 4-placer. And Diamond Art Club, when they include multi-placers, I don't know if you can really see. Oh, there it is. That is, there's a little number 4 on there if you can see it. That's your 4-placer. This one is a 7-placer. Sorry for my nails are terrible. I was working today, so they're a bit shredded. Anyway, so this is a 7-placer. Those come in handy, and then all their kits include a nice tray and stopper, so that your drills don't fall out. You pour them in, and then you can shake them without your drills going out the end. And then when you want to pour them back into your storage, take out the stopper and put it back in. So that's fun. They're wax, which I just opened upside down. They're wax. You've got 2 really thick pats of wax. Like, those are pretty thick. So, I mean, that's probably more like a total of 4 of the thin ones. They all do have this little plastic cover on them, so be sure to take that off before you try to load your pen, or your pen's not going to load. Comes in this cute little heart-shaped holder. Diamond Art Club is always hearts, which is adorbs. Some washi tape, which matches the cover minder. That's kind of cool. So they must be trying to coordinate everything, because there's roses. I think these are roses. And then there's roses here. So that's fun. Nice, cute print on the washi tape. So that'll go into the washi tape collection. And then because it is a square kit, we get some deadly tweezers. Now, I know I've talked about deadly tweezers before. These are amazing. Use the flat end to open things. And yeah, super sharp. Love that. These are great for picking drills off that were misplaced. Also great for picking splinters out of your kids' toes, for those of you that have kids that don't like to wear shoes. Okay, so our thank you for the purchase, tips and tricks, what's included, instructions, step-by-step instructions, a link to the VIP Facebook group, and thank you for your next purchase, 10% off, 20% off your first purchase through the app, and then it's got a spot where you can QR code it, Android or Apple. So the inventory sheet, and this is, all of these are removable stickers that you can put on your baggies or your containers. This kit has 64 colors in it, so that's fun. And it looks like, so with Diamond Art Club, anything that's below 150 is going to be an AB. So there's 3 ABs. And then if I'm not mistaken, the Z, the letter Z, is actually their fairy dust drills. We're going to find out soon. But, and then it's got your logbook sticker, which they had to put on there sideways because of the way it is. Isn't that just a beautiful picture? Like, how peaceful is that? I can't wait to see it on the actual canvas. So your log sticker has the title, the author, or the artist, not the author, start date, end date, and all your information about it there. This is a mini logbook sticker, or you can put it on the outside of your box to organize your stashed kits. So it says right on there you use it to organize your stash kits or your logbook. So I guess I can't complain too much that there's no picture on the outside, since they do give you 2 of those. But I like stickers, so I use them for other things than putting on the box. If they could just print it on the box, that'd be cool. Anywho, no complaints, because DAC is an amazing company. Love their customer service. Their quality is just like top notch, really. So if you like to store your drill separate from your canvas, it does have the canvas name on the drill packaging. So that's handy for those of you that store things separately. Sorry for the crinkle. I always want to get rid of all the stuff that has the crinkle, but then it's not a true unboxing. But I hate the sound of the crinkle on the camera, so I'm going to apologize for that. And here's a little side tip for you. Keep your bags that your drills come in, because as you kit up and you're cutting your packaging, opening, you cut your package, you dump it in your kit, and then you have a spot that you can put your trash, and it's a built-in little trash bag included in your kit. And then you just close it all up, toss the whole thing in the bin, and you're good to go. So we're going to set that off to the side and take a look at these. So I'm not going to go through all of these because there's a lot here. Like, this is a lot. I believe the total number of drills is over 100,000 drills. So there's a lot of drills in this. Even though there's only 67 colors, it's still a lot of drills. And 67 colors, I mean, that's not small. So there's a lot to this kit. I'm going to jump right in here because I see some of these shiny ABs. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but Diamond Art Club's AB drills kind of have a weird smell when they're first opened. And I was reading about that on their Facebook, about somebody complaining about that. And how, you know, they couldn't get rid of the chemical smell out of their AB drills, and it was making their hands smell weird. So apparently it's part of the, they looked into it because they were like, well, that's weird. Why do our drills smell weird, right? So they looked into it. And apparently it's part of the manufacturing process, but they are working on possibly doing something differently so that their drills no longer have that weird smell. But I guess that's part of the coating, the silver coating that gives the drills that AB look, and that's what the smell is coming from. So if you do happen to notice a weird smell in your drills, it's kind of normal. They are working on fixing it. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. It's not, for me, I have like a superhuman nose, so it bothers me, but only because I have like a superhuman nose. It's kind of annoying actually, but I can smell with my kids in another room and their diaper needs to be changed. Like, that's how strong of a scent of smell I have. So it does kind of bother me a little bit, but I wouldn't worry too much about it if you don't have that strong sense of smell, because I don't think it bothers most people that same way. So you saw a couple of the ABs there, and then here is the last one. So we've got a nice orange AB, a green AB, and a white AB. And AB stands for Aurora Borealis. It's the coating that gives it that extra little sparkle for those of you who aren't aware of that. And let's dig, because I don't want to show all of these, but I want to see what these other special drills are. So I found one that's that letter Z that I was talking about earlier. And this is their fairy dust drill. It's got, I'm so sorry for the camera shake. I totally just bumped it. Let's see. Stop shaking. So sorry about that. Okay, so I'm trying to get it to focus up nice and close for you, but it's got this real subtle glitter to it that is just absolutely gorgeous. This is my first time getting their fairy dust drills in a kit. And this is just beautiful. Like, that's a very nice, subtle, extra pizzazz, which makes me want to see what other colors have that, because that is really, really pretty. And I don't know if you noticed, but okay, wow, that's a lot of 839. Diamond Art Club drills are very, very clean. Their square drills really top of the line. When it comes to square drills, like, Diamond Art Club is known for being like the best on the market, which, yeah, I would say that they really are. The only ones that I would think would be comparable would be Dreamer Design and Ever Moment, as far as square drills go. But their drills are all very, very clean, very crisp, very uniform. This is another one of those fairy dust. And look at that, just nice subtle shimmer. That makes it kind of look like a nice gold color. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Ooh, and here's another one. Ooh, it looks like butter. It looks like glittery butter. Oh my gosh. Like, what a gorgeous color. I think that's gotta be like my favorite color, only because it looks like butter. Like, that's amazing. That is amazing. Anywho. I think that might be it. That was 3 of them, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So we're gonna, ooh, but I have to show you this green because it is gorgeous. Look at that green. Oh, I'm so excited about this kit. Like, all these beautiful colors. Some nice fall colors, and it's just, I think it's gonna be beautiful. So anywho, I was saying their quality of drills is like really, really high end. I don't bother trying to find a lot of trash in them. I will show you. There's one piece. But that's like probably going to be the only piece of trash in here, if there's any more, really. I don't know what it is about their squares, but their squares are just top notch, really are. I love diamond painting. I love diamond painting with squares. These guys have got to be one of my favorites as far as square drills go. Oraloa, Dreamer, and Ever Moment all have really good square drills, but Diamond Art Club probably, in my opinion, still beats them out just by a touch. Because their quality really is, like, amazing. So I'm just going to toss these over here because, like I've said a few times now, I really like to store everything in its original packaging. So I'm going to put this back in order and back in that crinkle plastic bag, which I don't really want to do on the camera because that would take up way too much time. Now, I'm going to move all of that stuff over because here's what we are here for, is the canvas. Like this gorgeous giant canvas that I am not going to, yeah, no way am I even going to be able to get this on frame. It's amazing. So, Diamond Art Club, they use the ultra soft, like, velvet canvas, and they actually have a patent on their canvases. So I mean, it's kind of a unique canvas. They're like working on velvet. They're really, really super soft and just really nice quality. The serging is really clean all the way across. The backing just feels phenomenal. Love it. I am dropping all of the toolkit on the floor right now. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. And there goes more. Yeah, well, you know, small table. So all of their canvases are poured glue canvases, so it is safe to roll them backwards. And when you start placing drills on these, you do actually want to roll them backwards. That way your drills don't rub against each other and it keeps them from popping more. And then like these waves in the canvases, this is a self-flattening canvas. It'll mellow out. And we're gonna release some tension on this so that it lays a little bit flatter. And what I mean by that is just peeling the cover sheet back and just kind of gently relaying it so that it's not pulling on the corners of the canvas and it can just kind of relax a little bit. It's like doing yoga for your canvas. Like you're relaxing your canvas. Relaxing your canvas. Yeah, sorry, ADHD. Okay, so let's get this. Try to get this laid back down in a nice way. There we go. And then we'll come out to do this side. And do the same thing after we move all that stuff out of the way. This canvas is huge. I don't know. Like I love these massive canvases, but I have a lot of these massive canvases now. So I really have no idea where I'm going to put this at all. But God, isn't it gorgeous? Okay, so we're gonna do the glue test on the canvas. And then we'll take you on a little bit of a tour of it. So glue test, I like to just like peel back a little bit and then, oh yeah, nice good stick. They always do have a good stick. It's a more malleable, oh, that's terrible. I just totally wrinkled my own canvas on myself. Sorry, forgive me, but I'm gonna have to fix that. We can't do that. And that was my fault because I had it all crunched up when I put the cover back down. So, sorry. Hold on just a second. Let me try and get that laid back down nice and flat. There we go. That's better. So their glue is a little bit more malleable. So if you place a drill, it's not like permanently stuck. It's not gonna like not ever be able to be moved. So, but it's not gonna lose any drills. I mean, once they're on there for a bit, yeah, you're not getting them off, but you can move them if you misplace a drill. Their glue is a little bit more malleable. So I'm actually going to try to lift the camera. So fair warning, we are about to have some serious like shaking, but I want to see if I can get the whole thing in frame. And now look at that. Yeah, that is just gorgeous. I love it. Just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to set you back down now. And sorry, yeah, you get to see my Grinch stole Christmas PJs and my kids' toys that I haven't picked up yet. Sorry about that. Anywho, that is the whole view of the canvas. Now let's take a closer look at this. Sorry for the motion sickness there. Okay, so right off the bat, we can notice that this canvas is pretty much pure confetti. Confetti means lots of little color changes in a small area. There's not a lot of color blocking that I'm seeing, except maybe up here in the sky. Let's see if we'll turn this way. So up here and a little bit in the mountains, this is all one symbol. So there is some color blocking, but a majority of this canvas is going to be confetti. If you don't like confetti, I don't recommend this picture or really any Chuck Pinson's, because he utilizes a lot of colors in his artwork, and the only way to get that to really render very well in diamond painting is to have a lot of confetti. So if you don't like confetti, stay away from the artist Chuck Pinson. If you like confetti, or you are just obsessed with confetti the way I am, then I think Chuck Pinson might be a new favorite for me. Like, there is a lot going on in this canvas. We have the campfire, we've got the canoes, we've got the deer, we've got the ducks or swans or whatever they are. All of these beautiful fall colors. There's a rainbow. Up here we have the eagles flying through the mountains, the mountain mist, the river, the waterfall, the trees, the cabin, and aren't those deer just darling? Okay, so this is Almost Heaven by Chuck Pinson, Diamond Art Club. We have the legend on both sides of the canvas, and they're offset so that if you're working on one end, you don't have to be referring to the top of the other end canvas, so they are offset. So one's down on this corner and one's up more up this corner, so that's kind of nice. We have their branding on there, the information on there. So it's 93 centimeter by 70 centimeter. Chuck Pinson, legally licensed. All of Diamond Art Club is legally licensed artwork, which is why you're paying more of a premium for it. But their quality and care is worth it. And I mean, if you think about it, here's how I justify it to myself. Yes, this painting may cost you in the $75 range, but how many, like if you go to the movies, if you're a person that likes to go to the movies, how many movies do you get to see for $75? And how many hours does that give you versus how many hours a canvas like this is going to give you of entertainment? If you're somebody who likes watching sports games, like you can't even buy a sports ticket for $75 unless it's for like a local team. So I mean, and I'm not a big sports person, but I know the tickets are really expensive. So if you think about it in those terms, like what your entertainment value is, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. And it's actually can be a cheap hobby if you're not a hoarder the way so many of us tend to be. But again, it's years worth of entertainment in these stashes that you see that are like just so large for fraction of the cost. I mean, this canvas is probably going to take me 6 months to do because I'm a slower diamond painter, and this will probably take me like 6 months to do. But for 6 months, $75, that's not that bad if you think about it that way. Anyway, I love Diamond Artwork. I love Diamond Art Club. I'm a huge fan of Chuck Pinson now. Like this is phenomenal. I can't get it all in screen, but you can see how crystal clear all of this is, including in these dark squares. Like that's great. One thing I will point out though is Diamond Art Club is kind of known for using similar symbols. So like the squiggle line and these parallel lines. That could get a little confusing if they're close together, which I'm not really seeing that. Oh, there, right there. So we've got the parallel lines right there. And then right here we start the squiggle lines. So they do use similar symbols. So you do need to kind of pay attention to like which symbol and color that you're using. And one thing that I like to do is because for me, I don't have a lot of space. Like my kitchen, this is my dining room table, so not a lot of space, right? Like, and I've got 2 kids, so everything has to be put away. I roll everything up. One of the things that I have found is that I work on my canvas from all different angles. I will work on it straight. I will work on it sideways. I will work on it upside down, just to get all the different pieces in. Something that I have found to be very helpful is that when I label all of my containers with my symbol sheet, I orient my containers the same way my canvas is oriented. So if I am right side up and these are my containers, my symbols are going to be right side up because my canvas is right side up. If I turn my canvas this way, then I also turn my containers this way. That way the symbols are always going the same direction, so that if you do have real similar ones, you're not getting them as confused, because everything is still oriented the same way. Everything is oriented to be the same symbols. So that's just a little tip that I have learned in my diamond painting experience. I guess another little trick that I have learned is on these super heavy confetti pieces, I actually do prep and measure my canvases. And I do, like, these super heavy confetti pieces, I do an 8 centimeter square. And hold that thought. I will show you what I mean by that. So give me just a second. I will be right. Okay, I'm back. So what I mean by that is that when I prep my canvases for use, I use washi tape and I divide things off. This is obviously one of my whips that I'm working on right now. This is called Ghost Stories, and it's a Randall Spangler by Diamond Art Kit, or by Diamond Art Club. And I use washi tape. I go around the border just to make sure that any sticky past my drill field is covered. And then I use washi tape to divide my whole canvas into these little sections. And each one of these sections I have measured out to be 8 centimeters approximately, because for me, with the heavier color changes and the limited amount of time that I can actually work on a diamond painting at once, it makes it easier because I'm completing the whole section. I'm not having to strain myself. It's quick. It's easier for me in an 8 centimeter. A lot of people like the 10 centimeters, but the 10 centimeters, because of the limited amount of time that I have to actually do these, it's too large for me. So I went with the 8. You do it however you want to do it. You don't even have to section your canvases. I just find it easier on these larger pieces to do that. I'm about halfway done with this. Wow, I didn't even realize how far along I was. And this is also a square, so you can see like the quality of Diamond Art Club squares is just, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Like they fit together so amazingly, and they have such a beautiful sparkle to them. Please forgive me, not all of my lines are like perfectly straight. So those of you with OCD, yeah, like, I'm sorry, but I do the best I can. But they just fit together so nice and snug. So I am really excited that this isn't a square, and the amount of detail that's going to pop through this, because it's a square canvas, is just, it's going to be amazing. Diamond Art Club is one of those companies you cannot choose whether you want a picture in square or round unless they've listed it in both. Let me point something else out to you real quick. So the way so I've got this sectioned off, and I cut my cover as I go. So the next section that I'm going to be working on is going to be this one right here, and I can just peel this whole thing up, put my cover minder here, work on this section. When it's done, I just cut this plastic off, and then I move on to the next section. So that's how I work my sectioning, if that helps anybody. And then when I roll my canvases, I don't know what happened to my pool noodle. I think my kids took it, but I usually have pool noodles on one end and I haven't been able to find it for a while, so I kind of think my kids might have stolen it from me. I gotta go through their toy room. But when you're rolling your canvases after you have already placed some on the canvas, then they should be rolled with the drills going outwards. That way the drills are not rubbing against each other, and it's less likely to pop off because you're not giving them that extra tension there. So anyways, back to this one. I'm super excited about this, you guys. Like, Chuck Pinson just might be a new favorite of mine. Very excited about it. Almost Heaven by Diamond Art Club. Check it out. If you see something that you like from Diamond Art Club, my advice is to snag it immediately, because they have restocks all the time. They sell out all the time. So don't wait. If you see something you like, just get it. Happy DPing. Everybody stay safe. Stay cool. Be kind. Peace out.